Did you know that after having a child, at least one person in the couple's marital satisfaction goes down? It's easy to drift apart, it's easy to stop talking, it's easy to stop having sex, and it's easy to prefer sleeping over spending time with one another. And I already know for those of you who do have children and are listening to this, you are shaking your head to all of this because having a child does affect so much in your marriage. And that's why I'm here to tell you that you need to continue working on your relationship with your spouse. It's crucial to the marriage. And even if your marriage is fine, you need to spend time together, whether it's going to dinner every once in a while without your child or doing a puzzle when the baby's asleep. It doesn't matter how much time you have together because quality time always beats quantity time. And so I'm going to give you a visual of what happens to a marriage after a child. So this is called the relationship attachment model, and it's created by John Van Epp, and it's the way to measure love and closeness in these 5 areas. So the 5 areas are know, trust, rely, commit, and touch. And so the general rule of thumb is that all of these prongs should stay towards the top, which it's fine if they go down every once in a while, but they should not stay down for long. And this is what it looks probably before you have a child. And so after you have a child, probably touch starts going down and you stop spending time together, stop talking, so your no will go down. And soon enough, then your trust, rely, and commit start to go down. And so your relationship attachment model starts to look all sorts of wonky. So this isn't good. This means that your marriage is a little bit out of whack and you need to work on getting it back up so that all 5 are at the top. So how do we continue to keep marital satisfaction? So the first thing that I suggest is to buy the book, The 7 Principles for Making Marriage Work. And I believe it's the first 3 principles: enhancing your love maps, nurturing your fondness and admiration, and turning towards each other instead of away. And it's a great way to continue nurturing your relationship. The book lays out multiple things that you and your spouse can do together. And the first that I would suggest is take as many opportunities that you can to say, you know what, I appreciate, and then you fill in the blank. Like, I appreciate you taking out the trash, or I appreciate you cooking dinner tonight. I appreciate you getting up with the baby last night and feeding them and letting me sleep. That's a big one in my household. And so it'll just make you feel really good. The second thing that I suggest that you start doing is family council. So family council is a council created by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And they created family council, and a quote from Elder Ballard is, family council that this is held regularly. This will help us spot family problems early and nip them in the bud. Council will give each family member a feeling of worth and importance, and most of all, they will assist us to be more successful and happy in our precious relationships within the 4 walls of our home. And I think that's so big. Personally, for my family, we started doing family council a little bit after we had our daughter, who was 30 weeks premature. And through this time, we had major struggles and we had huge decisions to make. And we were both in the middle of large semesters. My husband was working. We didn't have a lot of time to spend together. Every single moment we had was spent with our daughter. And so, of course, we had natural drifts in our relationship, lots of sadness and anxiety. And family council was our way to keep an eye on each other, to see what we've been lacking, to help our relationship, and to see how we could help each other in that coming week. And it was a good time for us to set aside to make those big decisions for our family. And the final thing that I wanted to mention to you guys today is to find out your love language. I know you've probably heard of this, but there's the 5 love languages. And the 5 are words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch. And as expressed on their website, they say, everyone experiences love differently, and that's so true. And with help, you can learn to identify the root of your conflict, give and receive love in a meaningful way, and grow closer than ever. And doesn't that just sound amazing? And so after all of this, I found out that my love language was acts of service. So I loved when my husband helped me clean the house. I loved when he cooked something for me, even if it was just a peanut butter and jelly. I just loved him being able to do something for me, because me personally, I love things to be clean. I love things to be neat and tidy. And just him showing interest in that was a big thing for me. And his are words of affirmation, because he needs to always know that I'm happy, that I'm okay with what's going on. And this has really helped us understand each other and show love for each other, even after our baby. And there are so many trials that you can go through in a marriage, but isn't it just so worth it? Through trial, great things can grow. And marriage is always something that I think that you can never stop working on, because you can never get enough love in this world. And you can never give enough love in this world. So I hope that you guys take this to heart, and I hope that you take it true, and I hope that you can find a way to continue growing your relationship for your spouse in your marriage, because they love you so much too, and they probably also want to help work on your marriage. So thank you.